The next product we're going to review is myautoIQ, which is a marketing automation platform that nurtures every customer in the dealer's CRM and DMS with personalized outreach. Every dealer knows that it's impossible today with decentralized marketing tools to create a consistent nurturing of every customer based on their individual purchase history, their preferences, and what their needs may be. Using data from third parties and the dealer's own data, myautoIQ creates a continual communication outreach that nurtures each one individually with a personalized message to increase engagement with the dealership. That engagement could be to service their car, to trade in their car, or to be presented with a equity offer, all customized on a one-to-one basis. As technology advances and data resources become more affordable at scale, products like myautoIQ can deliver unprecedented results from dealers who feel that they have very disjointed marketing or conflicted marketing messages. The great news is that this product can work in conjunction with other specialized marketing outreach. It's independent, it's moving forward based on the real-time data in the dealer's CRM and DMS. So let's take a look at how the platform works and the opportunities for dealers to nurture everyone in their DMS with personal messages throughout the year. Let's take a look.
myautoIQ, maximize every lead. myautoIQ addresses one of the biggest challenges that dealerships face today, unsold shopper nurturing. Our technology brings the mythical be-back bus to life. Today, 85 to 95% of the shoppers at dealerships across North America go unsold every month, and hardly any sales comes from shoppers after sales follow-up stop. The reason for that is that the manual approaches tend to be sell or die, and the tools used are unable to deliver content and personalization that aligns to the buyer journey. The innovation of the automatic transmission made us ask why manually use two legs and an arm to shift gears. The task of unsold shopper nurturing is impossible to do manually. That's why myautoIQ brings in AI created from over 40 years of auto buying data, content, and automation to follow up with every single shopper as if they were an individual with distinct needs and interests. Like the nurturing cycle would be different for Jennifer, who's driven more by price, than for Matt or John or Lisa. We create a safety net to ensure that you maximize the potential of every single lead that you receive. Let me walk you through the demo of what the myautoIQ lost shopper nurturing looks like. Let's take the example of one of those forgotten leads, Robert, who came in 45 days back, was unresponsive, and moved out of the radar of the sales team. From our lead intelligence, we know that Robert has just started the car buying journey, is likely to buy in 90 to 120 days, has a likely budget around $45,000, is a compact luxury car buyer, a value shopper, and prefers European cars. So what myautoIQ does is we build an individualized nurturing cycle for Robert and every single lead that the dealership receives. We may start with a car that Robert likes to rekindle his interest. And then next, we know Robert is a value shopper and a new car is at the top end of the budget, so we may recommend certified pre-owned options. And from the lead intelligence, we know Robert is new to the dealership. We'll introduce him to the dealership and use video assets and other website content to highlight why he should buy from the dealership. And from our buyer profile, we also know that he has a potential to upgrade to a new car, though he may need financing help, so we recommend options, especially those within his budget. And so on. The nurturing cycle is unique to Robert in every single lead that the dealership receives. So how does the magic happen? We start with the buyer intelligence that we create for every single shopper to identify how they need to be nurtured, how long, what cadence, and what content will help them. And then next, we bring together content from 3 different sources automatically. First, the dealer value differentiators, inventory, video assets from your website and channels. And then second, brand-specific assets from the OEM site and their video channels. And then third, the external influencer content like Motor Trend and Car and Driver, which a typical buyer uses in their buying journey. The content is then mashed up based on the lead intelligence and uses your dealership branding and call to actions. We are the only company in the industry that can do the content mashup for every single lead based on lead intelligence. It creates engaging messages, which helps the buyer in their buying journey, moving top and mid-funnel buyers to low-funnel buyers and bringing them in when they're ready to buy. As you can see, these are high-quality messages that are individualized for every prospect. We use dynamic, relevant content, like on the example on the left. You see a favorable car and driver review used to rekindle interest of that buyer. We will use any dealer or OEM video and image assets. And we will use the relevant highlight. For example, on the right, we highlight the certified pre-owned benefits when we're highlighting the pre-owned inventory. The goal is not to push, but to nudge the buyer along to the next step. Sell or die needs to evolve. The beatback bus is real. The results show it all. myautoIQ drives 5 to 15% sales every month from lost shoppers. We're a zero-touch solution, meaning no clicking, no behavior change, no training required from dealer teams. Let's next look at the nurturing process and how does myautoIQ show results? This is how the nurturing process works. The first step is for us to identify your dealership lead profile. When we get started with you, we'll analyze your data for the last 12 to 24 months and break your leads into 4 to 10 different types of buyers. Second, when we receive a dormant lead, they'll get enrolled into one of the buyer target campaigns, and myautoIQ will start the nurturing journey, like the example I showed for Robert. The message cadence is dynamic, based on the lead intelligence and their engagement, and we update the CRM for every nurturing activity. Third, once the lead contacts the dealership, the CRM gives us the signal, and we stop nurturing. Fourth, once the lead is sold, our system identifies the lead as sold and shows it as influenced sales. The way we show results. First, 24/7 updates and alerts are in the CRM rain or shine so that workflows integrate a seamless handoff, allowing teams to simply sell. Second, we show you how long it took to convert cold leads to influence sales, like the example on the left, which is for one of our customers. We influenced 100 sales over the last 12 months from cold leads, out of which more than 70% needed to be nurtured for more than 90 days before it converted into a sell. We also show you how many lost shoppers you were able to revive. Like on the graph on the right, before myautoIQ started, less than 1% of sales came from shoppers after follow-up stopped. With myautoIQ, that number rose close to 10%. Third, you can see the performance of the campaigns, how many customers are engaging, and with what kind of campaign. Fourth, we programmatically calculate the attributions for the dormant leads, revived, and influenced sales. Like in this real-life example, for this dealer last month, we revived 70 dormant shoppers, which influenced 18 sales, giving them an additional $44,000 gross. 26% of the revived leads converted to sales as they were already very engaged. The dormant lead nurturing influenced 13% of the monthly sales for the dealer. If you look at this year so far, 584 dormant shoppers were revived, which influenced 121 sales, getting the dealership an additional $428,000 gross profit. Fifth, we will show the targeted web traffic that the campaigns are creating using the dealer's Google Analytics account, as in our experience, analyzing the dealership website data, and the highest conversions, they come from engaged VDPs on the dealer's website. And while nurturing is core and it happens in an automated way, being a data company, we also have 50+ data views, which brings together CRM, Google Analytics, and leads data with myautoIQ's data lake to provide you with information to make data-driven decisions.
We all know in the car business, many a times we're always chasing that fresh lead and going after the fresh lead. Those 30 or 60, 90, especially the 60, 90-day old leads, it's just a bad habit that I think we all can agree to. We all have in the car business that we tend to forget those leads, but that is where myautoIQ comes in.
myautoIQ helps us in the fact that we have 3 BDC agents and nearly 800 leads a month. So we don't have the adequate staff to follow up and take care of the customers with live agents. So we use myautoIQ to remarket those customers and help nurture them once our agents no longer follow up. And that typically starts around day 6 or 7. And then myautoIQ, we kind of take it from there.
We have a situation where our sales staff handles the leads. They do a good job when they get the first interaction with a customer. They make some contact. We do a great job of getting them in the door at that point in time, but we've found a way that we struggled with follow-up beyond that point. That second day, third day, leads that have been in the system for 30+ days just weren't getting any type of contact whatsoever.
We were looking for a company and a mechanism to be able to nurture our leads, especially the ones who have to leave a lead like 3 months prior or even before that, and a way to build a strategy, but a smart one that would get them engaged with our product and our brand. And that's what myautoIQ brought to the table, and we are incredibly happy with it.
Again, they're paying attention to the things that we're not paying attention. And not just us, but what many dealers don't pay attention, many dealerships and staff of dealerships don't pay attention to, which is that dormant leads. And there are a lot of opportunities there, but we don't get to follow up aggressively on those opportunities because again, we're always chasing, that fresh lead, and we're not going after that low-hanging fruit. But when we pay close attention to that low-hanging fruit, there's typically an opportunity that lays there, and that's what the myautoIQ have proven to us.
We have reached 100,000 emails at this point, and we are super happy about that. We know that our customers have been this whole time nurtured, and they have got to 4 to 6 cars. Yeah, 4 to 6 cars a month per store sold by myautoIQ. Also, they've been able to grow with us. We start with 1 store, and at this point, they're managing 3 stores with us, and they're doing a great job.
Super easy to work with. They're very innovative, always looking to be better, and quite responsive to feedback.
It was eye-opening to me, just the customer service that he was going to provide. Typically in those types of conversations that you have, it's very, they're quick to sell you on the product that they have, tell you how great they're going to be, how much more revenue they're going to generate for you, all the hype of the company. And I got nothing of that from him. He wanted to get information from me on what we did well in our store, what I needed help with, what our current processes are. So he and Rohit could then develop a plan for our store, as opposed to just saying, hey, this is the way that we do it. Everybody loves it. You're gonna love it too.
As you can see, the team at myautoIQ is laser focused on retention and increasing the lifetime value of every customer in the dealer's database. So I'm sure you have some questions about the cadence, the content, and creative focus that the platform has and how it works with your existing marketing channels. So take a moment to go to